Amidst a lively atmosphere filled with laughter and cheerful conversations at a party, there sits someone in the corner, silent yet seemingly comfortable, only smiling and nodding when necessary. That's your friend, the one who prefers listening over speaking. When people pause and inquire about why they're so quiet, a barrage of speculative questions pours down like rain. Are you introverted? Why don't you want to talk? Why do you seem sad? Despite feeling annoyed and uncomfortable, they maintain an optimistic demeanor and smile through it all. But behind that smile lies an inner world awakening, full of complex thoughts and emotions. They don't want to be the center of attention, nor do they want to be put in situations where they're not at ease. Yet from a different perspective, they also feel out of place among the socializers, yet unwilling to change to fit in. Sometimes they wish they could become invisible, yet fear being completely forgotten. Then, in a sudden moment, a loud voice rings out from the crowd. Being introverted doesn't mean being quiet all the time. I'm introverted too. This statement elicits laughter from everyone, and your friend feels relieved to find someone who understands them. The conversation continues, and from moments of silence, your reserved friend also finds a place in the circle of communication. Not to speak more, but to perceive and share their hidden corners in the most natural and comfortable way. In life, we often encounter individuals who appear outgoing, but maintain a sense of inner solitude. They may exude happiness and optimism in social gatherings, yet behind that facade, they prefer the quiet and tranquility of their own company. So, what drives them to behave this way? Pause for a moment and reflect on acquaintances you know who seem cheerful but keep a peaceful distance. They may create a sense of comfort and intimacy in communication, yet deep inside, they feel solitary and reluctant to share their innermost thoughts. So, are they introverted or extroverted? Or could they be facing ambivalence, a blend of two facets of life? In reality, there's no simple answer to this. Each person harbors a diverse spectrum of personality and emotions. They might be trying to conceal negativity within themselves by projecting an optimistic and sociable exterior. However, it's crucial not to judge them based on superficial traits, but to empathize and understand their deep-seated feelings and thoughts. A little secret is that not every time you laugh, a lot means you're extroverted, and not every time you're alone means you're lonely. Life isn't always that simple. Imagine each person's personality as a spectrum of light. Introversion and extroversion are two prominent points on this spectrum, but not everyone falls distinctly at either end. Each person carries a unique blend of both. Those who seem always friendly and sociable, but often find themselves alone, can be explained through three fundamental reasons. Firstly, it's not because they're hard to approach, but simply because they know how to choose relationships. When you feel they're solitary, it doesn't mean they don't have friends. It just means you haven't yet found your place in their social circle. Life will teach you to clearly recognize who to keep and who to let go of over time. Remember, nobody reaches their peak without experiencing periods of isolation and pain. The most important thing is to understand and accept yourself with all its positive and negative aspects. That's truly the key to progressing in life. In the realm of social relationships, an interesting law known as Dunbar's number 150 by Robin Dunbar has been studied and discovered. According to this, the average human can maintain close relationships with fewer than 150 people. This stems from the fact that our brains, especially the neocortex, can only process a limited amount of information. Beyond this number, we often struggle to maintain effective communication. Everyone's mental and energy capacities are limited, making it impossible to sustain relationships with too many people for an extended period. Additionally, the number of people with whom we can maintain intimate relationships is also limited, usually not exceeding 20 individuals. Thus, despite having a long list of friends, the reality is that the number of people with whom you can interact and build reliable relationships is truly limited. This makes managing relationships extremely important and requires careful consideration in investing time and energy into each relationship. Looking at this reality, we can recognize that having a large number of friends is not always the best goal. Instead, focusing on developing and maintaining quality relationships is a more effective approach to building a trustworthy and supportive social community. Another reason why many people prefer being alone is because they want to utilize their time more efficiently. In today's modern life, we are often overwhelmed with a myriad of responsibilities and activities. Dealing with everything and maintaining relationships with many people can become exhausting and distracting. Each person has different lifestyle habits and limitations in terms of time and energy. When alone, we can focus on tasks without being distracted by external factors. This helps us eliminate cluttered thoughts and gain clearer insight into our goals and action plans. Additionally, alone time is also an opportunity to enhance productivity and creativity without being disturbed by external interruptions. That's why, in some cases, being alone is not always a sign of introverted or reclusive personality traits. Sometimes we just need to leverage the quiet environment to optimize efficiency in work and daily life. Finally, another reason why many people prefer solitude is because they have a gentle, friendly nature and value self-care. These individuals often have introverted tendencies and possess good self-nurturing abilities. They prefer not to engage in conflicts with others, so they always maintain a friendly and peaceful attitude towards those around them. The motto, "Peace is precious," is what they adhere to, where they try to restrain any conflicts unless unavoidable due to limited circumstances. This partly explains why they enjoy being alone, as the pressure from socializing and connecting can drain their energy. These introverted individuals need time to recharge and replenish their energy, much like a mobile phone running low on battery needs to be charged. They prioritize quality over quantity in their social relationships, and they value the depth of each connection, not just the frequency. However, it's important to remember that even though introverted individuals tend to choose solitude, socializing is still an essential part of human life. But not everyone enjoys extensive social interaction, even if they are introverted. Some may feel pressure from having to communicate and connect with others, which can lead to feelings of fear or tension. However, the ability to communicate effectively doesn't solely depend on whether one is introverted or extroverted. Everyone can develop their communication skills through self-observation and self-understanding. And the important thing is to remember that there's no need to pretend to be extroverted to communicate well. What's important is to live true to one's personality and explore the strength within oneself. Try to focus your attention on the other person instead of dwelling on your own tension. Observe how they speak, lead their emotions, and present their attitude during the conversation. This can help redirect your attention away from your own negative thoughts. Be selective in your conversations. When reflecting on recent activities, ask yourself, what impressions or lessons did these experiences leave me with? Do I want to recreate similar situations in the future? This helps you identify which conversations are beneficial, allowing you to prepare mentally and energetically for positive interactions while avoiding energy-draining situations. Allocate time for introspection. Extroverts may generate ideas during communication, while introverts often find inspiration after interacting when they are alone. Be direct with your interlocutor about needing time to think before responding. In the journey to understand yourself better, you'll gain insight into effective communication without the need for pretense or self-alteration. Communication is not only about conveying opinions, but also about expressing one's personality, emotions, values, and desires. Additionally, as usual, because YouTube's algorithm favors videos with more likes, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to help our video reach more people. You can also subscribe to the channel to receive notifications whenever new content is updated.